Hello, I'm going to talk you through the files to use when you are finished filing. So that's when you've applied the product and you're going to buff it up to a high shine. So first of all, you've got the 180 stroke 100 grit. So the 180 grit is a smoother side and the 100 grit is the harsher feeling side. So on freshly applied product, you use the 180 grit side. First of all, and this file is used to completely shape the extension edge, the side walls, and all over the nail. So you're making sure that the left-hand side of the nail and the right-hand side of the nail have got exactly the same amount of product on, and that it's nicely tapered to the cuticle area, the extension edge, and the side walls. So you're not to move up to any of these files until you're happy with that shape. If you move up to smoothing and buffing before the shape and smoothness is how you want it, you're not going to get that lovely shiny nail. So that's a really important step. So once you've got that lovely shape and everything's nice and smooth, you're going to use the 180 grit boomerang padded file. And this you work all over the nail in the same process as you would do with the first file. This smooths out the nail, gets rid of any kind of scratches that might be, large scratches that might be in the nail, so it creates an even more smoother surface for you to then move up to start buffing. So you'd apply a small amount of the solar oil onto each nail, and you use your koala buffer, and you use the buffer side of it, not the 240 grit side. You're going to use the buffer side to buff the oil all over the nail. Then you take the excess oil off. You don't want too much oil hanging around, because these buffers, especially the high shiner, doesn't like a lot of oil. It can ruin the buffer. So from removing the excess oil, you go to use your girlfriend buffer. So remember, it's black, then white, then grey. I always remember it. Black and white makes grey. So you go all over the whole surface of the nail with each colour. And once you've done that, you then move into your glossing buffer. So it's got a green side and a white side. Use the green side first, and then you're going to use the white side, and it's going to create a lovely glossy finish to your nails. Now if you do find that you've got any little indents in them, or little places where there are not quite shiny, you need to go back to your koala buffer and maybe use the 240 grit side, and then go back up to your buffer and your high shiner, just to get that whole surface of the nail lovely and shiny. You can use the light to see if the light's nice and straight going down the nail. If you see a line of light looking wonky, then you know you've got too much product in a certain area. I'm going to go through the filing procedure on a nail now, and I'll use another video for that. See you in a minute.